My Africa, my beloved Africa, why do you always fail me? Why do you always embarrass me? If you don't know, the Nigerian footballers have been stuck in Libya for about 12 to 13 hours, waiting to be sent to the hotel after they landed. They weren't able to train. They were supposed to play an AFCON qualification game, an AFCON that is supposed to be played in February, I think, January, February. These players flew to Libya from Nigeria and they were left stranded at the airport. It is so embarrassing. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Please like this video. Please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts about African football. Let me know your thoughts about this situation, and I'll give you more details. So after the players were left stranded for so many hours, the players took to social media and started talking about their ordeal, sharing videos about the situation that they are facing in Libya, sleeping on airport chairs. If you know anything about airport chairs, they are super uncomfortable. And to the Libyan Federation, they have put out a statement. But before I even read it, I want to talk about how there is never an excuse. Myself as an individual who has traveled, fairly decent amount of times, I have never been left stranded for that long. No matter what, whether it be weather, whether it be anything, there is no excuse to leave an entire national team stranded for several hours. It makes absolutely no sense. Now let's jump into the excuse. Let's see if some of it actually makes sense. So the statement reads, "We are deeply concerned about the recent reports surrounding the diversion of the Nigerian national team's flight ahead of the African Cup of Nations qualifier in Libya." Yes, actually, they were actually not supposed to land at the airport that they landed this time. But on their way to the airport that they were scheduled to land, the pilot, who's Moroccan, actually said that you cannot land here. Our plane cannot be able to land at this airport. So they had to divert to another airport that the plane could actually land. This is crazy. The two is a thread on Twitter I'm reading. "While we regret any inconvenience caused, it is essential to note that such incidents can occur due to routine air traffic control protocols, security checks, or logistical changes that affect international air travel." Come on, guys. Come on. We're not stupid now. We're not stupid. You were aware, you've been aware that the Nigerian Football Federation is going to show up to play a game for months. You've been aware. This is not new. So whatever issues, whatever checks, whatever logistical issues that you're using as excuses should have been handled way ago, long time ago. It should have been. So that's a silly excuse. 3, these are standard procedures at airports worldwide, and delays or rerouting, though unfortunate, are not uncommon. We have the utmost respect for our Nigerian counterparts and want to reassure them that the diversion of the flight was not intentional. There are no grounds to accuse the Libyan security teams or the Libyan Football Federation of deliberately orchestrating this incident. Such actions are inconsistent with our values and principles. Now, Libya, let me talk to your federation for a little bit. And I know Libyan, the population has nothing to do with it. This is the Football Federation. How do you try to excuse? What do you want people to think? Think about it. What do you want people to think? You had just lost to us a couple of days ago in Nigeria when we played the first leg, and then we're going over to you. You keep them waiting for 12 plus hours overnight too, before you bring the bus that's supposed to take them to the airport. It did not come till the next morning. What do you expect people to think? You keep them stranded, no good rest. They can't even rest at all. Some of them had to stay up all night because they were so uncomfortable they could not sleep. And these players have to train the morning of. So this morning where you're bringing the bus, they're supposed to be using it to train. What do you expect people to think? You had already lost, and now you're desperate to get as any points that you can. That's what every sane person is going to think. Now let's keep reading. "We firmly reject any claims that suggest foul play or sabotage in this situation. It is important to highlight that just last week, our own national team faced significant challenges upon our arrival in Nigeria for the third match of the African Cup of Nations qualifications." Now, I can't even fully, with my full chest, in all confidence, defend the NFF. The Nigerian Football Federation are known to be failures as well. They're known to fail me. They're known to embarrass me. They're known to not pay players, so I can't trust them fully. But was this the case here? I don't know. Let's read on. Despite the difficulties we encountered, we did not make public accusations nor question the integrity of the Nigerian authorities. Football, in its essence, unites nations, and we are committed to upholding the spirit of fairness and mutual respect, both on and off the field. In Libya, we pride ourselves on our hospitality and our welcoming nature. We have always prioritize treating all visiting teams, including our African brothers and other international delegations, with the respect and dignity they deserve. Hosting these events is a great honor for us, and we strive to ensure that all teams feel safe and respected. As our guests, this commitment to equality and hospitality is a core aspect of our culture and tradition. We hope that this misunderstanding can be resolved with understanding and goodwill. Our doors are open to our Nigerian brothers and all African teams, and we continue to promote the spirit of unity, sportsmanship, and friendship in the world of football. This is just a whole lot of excuses and nonsense. It really is. You're trying to excuse 12-hour delay? Come on, bro. It makes absolutely no sense. There's absolutely no excuse to keep anybody, not even a single individual, let alone a national team, wait for that long. There's none. I'm sorry. This doesn't make any sense. Now, to the accusation that they levied on the NFF for keeping them stranded in Nigeria. So they landed in Port Harcourt from the NFF reports. The Libyan national team landed in Port Harcourt a day early. And then we decided to charter a flight for them to actually fly to the state where the game was being held. And the NFF is saying this, that they offered them another flight to fly to but they turned it down, opting to go by road. So we rented security officials. They said that the Libyan government, the Libyan FFF actually chartered their own bus. I don't know if that is true, or we got them the bus, and then we provided the security for them, security team, to accompany them on their journey by road. And then the Libya video, I'm not gonna lie, the Libyan Federation posted videos and they looked seriously embarrassing. Look at this. It's in Arabic, so I don't know what they're saying, but this is embarrassing. Look at them, uncomfortable as well. This is why I say I can't trust the NFF. Now, I don't know how long, because I cannot understand what the guy is speaking in this video. He might be detailing the times that these things happened. I don't know. But look at the roads. Look at the uncomfortable journey that they went through. It was definitely uncomfortable. Now, where they left 12 hours, we don't know. I cannot confirm that. Sorry about that noise. My laptop is doing its thing. I do not know if they stayed that long. But is it a good enough excuse? Is this revenge? This is what everybody would think. This is embarrassing on the NFF. This is what I'm saying. This is shameful. Africa in general, African football, it is just embarrassing that this is the type of situation that we're going through. With the caliber of players that the NFF has, you should treat this game with more respect. We have someone who's about to win the CAF. We have someone who's nominated for the Ballon d'Or. We had 2 African players nominated back-to-back. Osimhen last year, Lookman this year. And this is the kind of story you're allowing to be told. You have so much time to prepare for these games, prepare for logistics, and then you still find reasons to tell them about chartering a plane, and they had to refuse. Why didn't you tell them this prior? So they can tell you yes or no, and then you make alternative arrangements. This is just embarrassing. Just a shameful situation. But now, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, if you would call it that. Ola Aina Snapchat. If you know Ola Aina, the Nottingham Forest right back, and Nigeria's star right back as well. He is so funny. He found a way to make, light of this situation by posting on his Snapchats the entire ordeal that the players went to. And these are funny. I'm not going to lie. And, we find a way as Nigerians to make every bad situation decent. Story of our lives with everything, not just football. So Ola Aina's videos, let's take a look at what he posted. And this reads, "You cannot make this shit up. Libya have gotten TV to come and show us in lockup."
It's not sure, bro. These lot are bringing TV company to film us stranded.
This is so disgraceful. They actually brought their Libyan newscaster, I imagine, to come and record the players just being stranded. And they were having none of it. The NFF went there and told him to get out of there. Imagine the situation you're putting people through and you're putting a camera in their faces. It's shameful. And then he went ahead to post more. So let's take a look.
They've got us in Call of Duty conditions. Where? Fam. We've been in the middle of nowhere, 13 plus hours, bro. Man, it's like I'm fighting over the small dongle, you know. You've been here 1 hour. Hands up, hands up. Make sure you can. That's actually getting mad. Hey!
Now you got this one.
It's on. I'm your coach. Off your phone. Okay.
You know I'm laughing, but this is actually not funny. It shouldn't be funny, but I'm happy these players could laugh. They're back home now in Nigeria and enjoying their time. Hopefully they can go back to their clubs. I actually heard their clubs were actually calling them and saying that they should get back. You know, they shouldn't play the game because they're unfit. With no rest, if you go out there and play to your you know, at the height of your abilities, you're likely to get injured with no proper training, with no proper care to your body. So they told them, come back home. The Premier League boys, the Serie A boys, can't get back home, you know? It's such a shame. It is so sad. And the Libyan government said that they faced the same thing and they didn't, you know, have the complaint on social media about fair play. Libya, I don't want to be rude. I'm just being honest here. You're not known for football. You know, you can't accuse the Super Eagles, who are actually known to produce top players, to have a top team, accuse us of foul play. Now, this is not an excuse, but your national team has never qualified for the World Cup, and they've only qualified for 3 African Cup of Nations in 82, 2006, and 2012. So please, we're not going to deliberately try to stop you guys from, you know, playing at your best. We will not do that. It's just not, doesn't make any sense. The stat says it for itself. But did we mess up? Absolutely. We are known to do that, and I'm ashamed of it. I am really ashamed of the NFF a lot of times, not just today. The way they deal with, they hire the manager, fire the manager. They hire the manager without really hiring him and announced him publicly. What a disgraceful federation. It is a shame. It is a shame. But I'm just glad my boys are safe. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. There are 3 options. Either Libya gets the points, they're going to go to court and talk to CAF, and CAF will decide Libya will get the points, or Nigeria gets the points. Or they find a neutral ground for us to play in and actually play a competitive game. I don't know when they'll fit it in with this insane schedule that these players already have. But yeah, those are the 3 options that we have, and the AFCON is upon us, almost. It's almost here. But that's the news. Please comment. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Like and subscribe if you're new. It truly, truly helps me out. And I'll leave you with that. Take care. God bless. Peace.